everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. So I took, I'm doing a bunch of these last episodes in one group because I'm really enjoying playing. But I had to take a break after the last episode. I got somewhat salty about how, so I was trying to keep Solora alive, and this room here is near impossible to keep Solora alive. All these spikes, he just runs straight over them, doing 1 billion damage to himself, because it does piercing damage, it goes straight into his health. It was near impossible to keep this man alive, and then I'd try and go and heal him, but he'd run away, because he's not actually in the combat order, so he can do whatever he likes. Nevertheless, we got through it.
Must be getting closer to Lucian's crypt.
Indeed. That's an autosave there, I'm going to do a quick save there as well. Let's head down, shall we?
The truth hangs heavy upon the air itself, unspoken. This is the point of no return. Somewhere beyond this point, you shall be undone, or you shall ascend. There is no middle ground.
Step into destiny. Hey, Solora.
My goodness. Here we are, Quercus. This is it. What do you mean, Quercus? Of course I'm prepared. I have my noble steed below me, and my trusted shield beside me. What more could I need?
His whiskers cracked into a mischievous smile.
And I may have cracked the spell that will stop the great acorn in its furious tracks, if that's what you mean. That's right, Quercus. We've done it!
Solora turns to you, his beady eyes shining with pride.
I owe you an apology, Shield. At the start of our journey, I wouldn't have believed a lizard would lead me to the discovery that would save us all. But I see now that my prejudice was foolish. Without you, Quercus and I might still be stuck on that abominable prison island. Now here I am. Here we are, on the brink of saving the world.
Tell him you're glad to be of service to his cause.
Indeed, Quercus and I will find an advantageous location and do just that. Meanwhile, you must prevent the servants of the Acorn from interrupting us.
Solora takes a slow, deep breath and lets it out in a rush.
You feel it, don't you? It's so still, but there's something behind it too, like a thunderclap waiting to fall. The great Acorn is nearly here. Its servants are poised for impact. We've known this moment would come. Now it is time to put my research to the test. I am ready. Quercus is ready. And you, Shield?
It is time.
Solora nods in return and grabs your pinky with his tiny paw. He gives it a decisive shake, then salutes.
No matter what happens next, Shield, there's something Quercus and I want you to know. It has been an honor. Now, onward!
Best character arc in the entire game. Best character arc in the entire game. Thanks, Melody.
Come here often. I don't know what you did, but you just released a source splat. I thought I'd come and see what all the fuss was about. Should have known you were getting yourself into trouble. Looks like the big moment has finally arrived. I will do everything I can to support you, Godwoken. I will pray for you. I think you'll need it.
Respond with gratitude. The prayer will inspire and strengthen you.
Don't underestimate the power of true prayer. This is a place of incredible power where a single prayer holds the weight of thousands. Your heart and soul will fill as quickly as they're drained. Consider it a taste of your divine future. The people will pray for you. In turn, they'll trust you to do right by them, as I'm trusting you to do now. Of course, it's up to you whether or not to listen. I know how I'd respond, but you do you.
Melody wearily chuckles to herself, then bows her head in a show of unexpected but sincere reverence.
Looks like my investments paid off after all.
You've shown me kindness, in the face of my sins. My worship is the least I can offer.
I've always preferred to be the one reaping the attention. But you've turned the tables. I suppose it's only right, seeing as how a new divinity may stand before me.
Now go. Rivellon needs a new divine.
Revered. Source point cost, -3. Their devotion is providing you with infinite source. So we're powerful. That's a thing. I'm gonna do a quick save here. Because, you know, we might fail. That's a possibility. Let's see what's going on here, shall we? Well, what do you know, he was right.
Prince, Godwoken, Dallas told me about you. You must be as hard as diamonds, and twice as bright, to have come so far. Your divine welcomes you.
The divine you thought dead lords over the chamber from a granite throne. He moves to speak, but it's Riedeman's voice that next pierces the air.
What a twist.
Lucian frowns at Riedemann, then turns to the silent monk standing near and smiles widely. Reality sets in. The monk is Gareth. No longer
Fuck.
seeker, but slave.
I guess that's what you do when you encourage him to embrace his darkness.
Oh, Gareth. He was always so devoted, and so stubborn. In this form, his faith won't falter. The ideal servant.
I underestimated you, Godwoken. You have proven to be a formidable foe. You have my respect.
Respect? Indeed.
It's a good voice for a god.
Lucian's gaze rests upon you and goes through you. He takes your measure entirely.
Lucian, we should tell him the truth.
Yes, I agree. It is time we dropped our masks.
Dallas nods, then reaches for the sides of her head. Where there was one face, suddenly there are four. She takes off the mask of the shapeshifter. A skull is revealed, bejeweled and ancient as the void.
An eternal.
I am eternal.
Aren't they just full of surprises?
Exclaim that you knew it!
Fear not, Godwoken. Dallas is on the side of all that is good. She is helping me rid Rivellon of the influence of the Source. Listen to her.
I shall tell you the tale as I told it to Lucian. Long ago, the scholar Fane discovered that the veil between the world and the void was made of Source. Our 7 lords desired this power.
Of course.
Silence, slave. Our king forbade the 7 to reach for this power, but they didn't listen. Instead, they rebelled and sent the king and his people into the void.
With the Source they stole from the Veil. The 7 created the races so they would have worshippers.
During their lives, worshippers collect Source. When they die, the gods feed from them. It's an ingenious system.
Our souls are nothing but vats for the Source-hungry gods.
I learned all this already.
The 7 made a mistake. By taking its source, they tore a hole in the veil, and it is through this hole that the void finds its way into our world.
The 7's lust for power let in the void. Our goal is to close the hole they created, to restore the Source to the veil. When we are done, there shall be no more Source in the world. Rivellon will be finally free from the gods that enslaved them.
Question Lucian's motives. Does he truly seek the greater good?
He hesitates, then he swallows his pride.
Here is the truth. I have killed thousands, perhaps millions, for the greater good. But I made a mistake. It was my use of death fog that opened the door to the God King. It upset the veil and took the 7 by surprise. My one mistake meant all those sacrifices were for naught. Those sacrifices must have meaning. They must stop the void once and for all.
It's an old man's guilt. Express your confusion when closing the hole doomed Alice's king and people to endless void.
My people cannot be allowed to return from the void. They are tarnished. They are void-woken. They can only bring chaos and death and...
There is more, but she hesitates to share it. Then she decides that she must.
I was a child when the God King tore my family apart. I was purged of source and left to rot in a putrid tomb. A child. It was hell. A hell I suffered for the sins of my father. He was the one that betrayed the God King. He was the one that told the Seven the secrets of the Veil. The cruel joke of it all is that the same tomb that housed my tortured body is what sheltered me from the void. Few Eternals escaped that fate. Myself, my mother, and my father, the scholar Fane.
It's interesting when you pick Fane as a character to play.
But now I finally have revenge. Revenge on the Seven and the God King. Revenge for what they took from me. My life. My people. My mother.
The hammer's voice falters and her coolness vanishes. Every crack and rasp betrays her grief. But her next words burn not with sadness, but anger.
He never even looked for me. He never even looked for her!
Dallas, control yourself. Our purpose transcends your personal wounds.
Yes. You are right.
Dallas's reasons weren't mine to question. All that ever mattered to me was peace. Peace for Rivellon. Peace for me, whatever the means. And now, we are on the precipice.
Probe for more information. What happened to the real Dallas?
She sacrificed herself for the betterment of Rivellon. She didn't do it willingly, mind you. Curiosity led her to the tomb. My hunger for source took care of the rest. I presume her bones remained there. And then I took her place. Face rippers are such marvels, aren't they? It didn't take long to realize that Lucian was the key to my vengeance, and I was the key to the salvation of Rivellon.
Lucian wants peace. Ask how their brutal actions were meant to achieve peace.
While Dallas sought the Aetheran, I started draining the gods of their source.
Yeah, it was you. Interesting. We assumed it was a God King.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Right there. He just disobeyed a direct order.
One more word from you, and I shall use the leash.
That leash is broken, I think.
I had to hide from the gods. So I had the walls of this crypt equipped with tenebrium and protections put in place. It worked. Everyone, even the gods, thought me dead. As divine, I was created, empowered to stop the void. I was the avatar of the Seven, their strength and their weakness. My bond to them allowed me to drain them of their source.
Suggests that stealing the source of the Seven weakened the gods and allowed the Voidwoken to appear.
Yes, in a sense. When the death fog was unleashed, many elves died. With fewer elves to worship him, Tias and Dilius weakened. This gave the God King his first real foothold back in the world. To strengthen himself, he sent his Voidwoken, the remnants of my people, to hunt down the sorcerers seeking to reclaim their source.
The Voidwoken. Disgusting things. They ravaged the land they touched and infected the air they breathed. They were also an incredible stroke of luck. You see, blaming the sorcerers for Voidwoken made them easier to capture.
The Aetheran now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole. Soon, we will be able to heal the Veil.
The void shall be banished, and I, Lucian the Divine, shall return from the dead. A false divine, of course. I shall have no power. But the world will not know this. I shall demand peace, and we shall have it.
Not a bad plan,
The
really.
plan is almost complete.
We have made so many sacrifices, Godwoken. All of us. Of ourselves and those we love. One last sacrifice is required. For the future of Rivellon, you must surrender your source.
Decide. Be the true hero and give up your source, or be forced to submit. Like a coward. Like a slave.
There is no other way. The source of the world is required to close the veil. All of the source. We only lack yours.
Glance at Gareth and note that giving up one's source renders one a silent monk, a husk of oneself.
As I say, one last sacrifice is required. Yours.
Note that Lucian's massacre of the masters and students at the academy wasn't really done to aid Alexander.
We already had more than enough Godwoken.
Another sacrifice I was forced to make. Those beautiful people. I was as kind as I could be. I promise you that.
Remark that their plan means there shall be no true divine.
Good. You understand.
The world shall not know this. I shall return from the grave, a divine without power, yet all who desire power shall fear me. I shall carry the secret of my lack of divinity. Peace shall reign.
Enough talk.
Then let us proceed. Show some responsibility. Surrender your source.
You'll be a hero. Everyone will know of the sacrifice you'll make. Your name will be synonymous with the survival of Rivellon.
Don't let them do this to us.
If you want my soul, you'll have to take it by force. Try, and it'll cost you your life.
I understand. Sacrifice takes courage, but I shall help you. Though it pains me, your sacrifice shall be made for you. That is...
I'm sorry. You've come such a long way, but there is too much at stake. This is the end.
I love the muted music here. Interesting. I thought it immediately killed him. I guess I was wrong. Well, I wasted anathema. Good to know. Maybe it gives you an ability? I can't remember. Where'd my shield go? Maybe you have to use all in? I don't know. Whatever. That was a waste. Nevertheless, I have infinite source. This is gonna hurt me, but worth it. Once again, I have infinite source. Waking up Vredeman's not necessarily a good idea. infinite source, but you know. Get back where you belong. This son of a bitch keeps freeing Brachus Rex, which is a bad idea because he's Brachus Rex. Alright, Lucy's turn again. She's blinded, which is a pain in the ass, but that allows me to get rid of blinded. This one's less of an issue, really, isn't she? So what I'm going to do is actually going to go never swap. You two.
I am Brachus Rex. I am the Source King. You shall not seal the veil, and I shall not be struck down. I call on the God King. Come, claim what is yours.
How? What? You are unleashed!
Vredeman cackles in delight at this turn of events. His unbridled glee slithers into your veins and throttles your heart.
You left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid maggot. So accustomed had you become to me pretending to be your slave.
Kill him!
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so surprised. As if I would allow that bone-bag Dallas to enslave me. Me?
You thought mere magic could contain an evil this tremendous?
This is not the time for talk. Kill him, now!
Too late, you mouldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King, I call on you.
Laugh at Brachus' naivety. The God King will never share rule. The Source King is doomed.
You would interrupt Brachus Rex? You
It's bullshit that this is Losa, by the way. I'm not worried. Hello, Brachus.
The God King hears my call. He sends a companion worthy of my power. Come to your father, my lord. Come to the Source King.
Oh, we have a Kraken. And the Sallow Man, by the look of it. And Isbeal. And Linda Cam. Yes, all come closer, so that I may destroy you all. Wow, Sallow Man is fast. Well, here we go. The true form of Dallas. So, some shit happened there, eh? I still have infinite source, so that's a thing. Sorry, Gareth. Luce's turn. Bye-bye, Lucian. I mean, Dallas can have some problems later on. No doubt. Nice. That's actually not a bad idea, actually. So she used poison attack on me, which reflected, but that just heals her. Apparently Skingraft is limited to 1 use per combat, which makes sense because it's overpowered as fuck. Dimensional dive. Ow. 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 I don't know why, but it's weird seeing him use shields up. I mean, Brachus is arguably the toughest. That thing's a pain in the ass, but... they're all stunned. So let's take this opportunity to... I guess get the fuck out of dodge. Let's use... yeah, why not? Skingraft. Kind of annoying. I can do it here, though. Right there. Running away like a coward. Just like Isbiel. I didn't get my turn for some reason. That didn't take her out somehow. That will. No, it didn't. It just stunned her. What the fuck? God, I'm powerful. I don't really care about Chem. I care about these two. These are the ones that I want to kill. What do you mean you can't hit Brachus Rex? He's right here. That's better. Whew! Well, looks like I'm gonna have to solo it from this point on. Which, you know, I can do. I just need to kill Brachus. Which, you know, actually could be harder than I'm making it out the sound, but... Full health. Cool. Oh. I may lose here. Can't see me. Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good. It's not gonna be easy, but... I think correct. That should get rid of his magic armor. Why is it skipping my turn? Don't I get a turn? Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to get a turn. Okay, so I want to get up here. In the electrified water. Well, that's not good. Can he see me from there? He can. I have a lot of... Use Primordial Fire twice. These cunts can't do anything. He's melee, so he can't do anything. Okay. 6,000 damage I need to do. Pretty much in a turn. How much health do I have? 3,000. the percentages that are added up and summed. I don't often saves come in the middle of something, but I want to test something out. Let's equalize here. That healed him slightly, but it gave me physical armor and healed me slightly. Not sure it was worth it. Shocked. Adrenaline. Rain. Oh, bullshit. If he does that again, I'm stunned. That's actually okay, I think. Because I don't think anyone else can do anything. He might have shield throw. So I'm taking a shit ton of damage in between things, so I need to be able to heal, is the thing. The only real way I can do that... I mean, fuck. I think I lose here, pretty much. This heals me a fair amount, but... Oh, it froze him! Alright, I think we're good. I think I survived this and no one can hit me. Can't do anything. Phoenix dive, fuck. Crippled, I think, is fine. Stunned, good. Alright. I need to get the fuck out of dodge, but I don't think I can until next turn. I can... Maybe. He should still get another attack, I think. He may heal, actually. No, he didn't, but that's fine. Perfect. Time to fucking die, Brachus.
Lucian struggles to rise, but the weight of his own pain leaves him to gravity's mercy.
My time is done. But your source burns so bright I'm all but blinded by it. Be wise and true, Godwoken. I am no hero, but wisdom and truth. These are values I always believed in.
Dallis groans in pain.
I have failed. The future of all that is rests on your shoulders.
This is it. I can hardly believe it.
She casts her gaze around the crypt in awe.
After everything we've been through, after everything we've seen, here we are. Here I am. And now that I see godhood before me, I know what I have to do. Chief, you need to ascend. There's no one I would trust with this responsibility but you. I know you'll do what needs to be done, what ought to be done. And I know you'll do it with style.
Say you'll do your best, and you'll pay special attention to the scourge of demons plaguing the world too.
They'll never know what hit them. Now go on, shoo. You've got business to attend to.
You think back on your journey here, on all that you have seen and done. You think of the Magisters, and the sorcerers they hunted, and of the good and the evil on both sides. You think of how the Eternals came as Voidwoken to reclaim their stolen world. You look at the source around you. The power is immense. Divinity at your fingertips. You think of what you could do with such power. The rights you'd wrong, the wars you'd win. You marvel at your journey and how it has changed you. You think of those you left behind, and of those you met along the way, who stood by you or against you. It's time to choose your fate, and the fate of all you hold dear. What shall it be? Shall you be divine?
Take a deep breath, then claim divinity.
After all that you have been through, and all that you have done, all that you have become, the Aetheran lies in front of you. Divinity is yours to take, or to sacrifice. What you do next decides your own fate, and the future of the world. What shall you do with divinity?
Fulfill your destiny as the Godwoken. Become the new divine. And that, ladies and gentlemen,
a tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken.
is Divinity Original Sin 2.
A new divine rose, a true heir to the Seven, more powerful than ever, and united Rivellon in its battle against the Void. All across the realm he was loved, worshipped, and adored. Humans, lizards, elves, and dwarves all rallied to his banner. The Great Allegiance stood once more, but the war continued.
Dragons!
From the depths of the Void, the God King still sought to return.
Yeah, but he a bitch.
As for me, my last hope of ever being freed of the God King's terrible tyranny faded when the Godwoken claimed divinity. An eternity of pain and suffering is mine. I cling now to the dream that one day the veil will be sealed, that one day I can be freed, that one day a new Godwoken will rise.
And with that, I am now divine. I'm going to talk to everyone I can here. And then that's probably... Actually, as a somewhat epilogue to this game, tomorrow, I think just by the way this is working out, tomorrow is going to be the last day before Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. I somehow timed it amazingly. But I'm going to leave the epilogue of this fantastic story to tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. I'm divine, baby! Look at me glow.